The name's Bond. Bond Bike. Yep, this gadget-laced two-wheeler would make 007 proud. This is one hot ride, but if you're on four wheels, don't get too close or you'll definitely feel the heat.
We don't want to hurt anyone, but we want to give car drivers a bit of a warning shot if they get too close.
Yannick Read built this rad riding machine. Not only is he an avid cyclist, but he sells bicycle insurance for a living. So he's all too familiar with the challenges bicycling Brits face.
We asked 1,000 cyclists who visited our website what their main gripes were with cycling, and then we built the bike in response to those things.
He calls it the Bond Bike.
BOND is an acronym. It stands for Built of Notorious Deterrence. We also like the association with the James Bond films that are very popular over here in England, and James Bond is a character who likes his gadgets and likes his vehicles, and they all have these amazing extras and accessories, and so our bike tied in quite well with that too.
And #1 on the steamed cyclist hit list?
By far, the thing that they really didn't like was cars and lorries overtaking too close. And so in answer to that, we built a flamethrower into the handlebars of the bike. We've done some testing with it today, actually. It works pretty well, yeah.
It uses a combination of magician's flash paper and gun cotton. It's all triggered by nitric acid. Now, Yannick isn't encouraging everyone to start fire blasting passing cars, but he does hope it drives his point home.
It's an extreme measure, and we wouldn't be too pleased, I guess, if cyclists started fitting this to all their bicycles. But it's a good way of you know, getting the message out to cars and lorries that they shouldn't get too close to bicycles when they overtake them.
Next up on the list of pet peeves, UK potholes and snowy weather.
Another thing that cyclists objected to was the state of the roads here, particularly in urban areas. You get a lot of potholes on the road. So what we did is we fitted the bike with a caterpillar track, like the type of thing you'd see on a tank. It's built by a company called K-Track. That's a Canadian company, and they build these things for using on snow, but they work just as well on mud or sand and other extreme terrain.
Time to give the Canadian-made track a good Canadian-like test. Yannick gives it a go on the hills at the indoor snow zone.
And what you can do is remove the front wheel, swap it with this ski blade, and we don't get too much snow, but when it does snow, the whole transport system tends to break down, so the buses don't run, people skidding all over the roads. We're not used to it. So what this caterpillar track means is that cyclists can keep going whatever the conditions.
Cyclists also complain that drivers like to use the excuse at night, "Hey, I didn't see you," if they get too close. Yannick has a solution for that too.
This is the most powerful cycle light in the world. It puts out 1,800 lumens. A car headlamp on full beam is just putting out about 1,500.
So for all the motorists who pull out in front of bicycles and say that they didn't see them, they don't really have any excuse with this bicycle light.
And one of the other big frustrations of cyclists? Theft. Yep, there's even a Bond gadget for that.
It's kind of extreme. It's an ejector seat built into the seat post here.
It's loaded with 5 powerful springs. The rear brake cable has been rerouted to the ejector mechanism.
I don't want to demonstrate that myself, and I don't see any volunteers stepping forward, so I've got a little mini-me character that I'm going to put on the bike, and I'm going to demonstrate how it works. He's riding down the road. Off he goes.
So all you bike thieves and pushy motorists out there, you've been warned. But don't expect to see these contraptions on every street corner.
We built this bike not because we expected anyone to buy them or to fit their bikes with these weird and wonderful accessories, but we wanted to make motorists, car drivers, lorry drivers more aware of cyclists on the road.
And besides, it takes a special agent to be able to ride a Bond bike. And Yannick is still working on it.